explosion. And okay, so one of the things that I had complained a lot about during the early stages of the 2020 shutdown pandemic, COVID-19, were that I typically wear gel tips, and I had very, very long gels on at this point. If you go back to some of my videos that we put out in like March, April, you'll see that they've like super grown out, were kind of actually uncomfortable at that point, and I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do. Obviously, I didn't feel comfortable going to a salon. They also hadn't reopened at that point. It is now early July and things are starting to reopen, but I still don't feel comfortable. It's very close proximity. I would not want to jeopardize my nail technician, so I decided to look for other options. But it was more like the other options decided to look for me. So I started to get these Instagram targeted ads for different types of press-on nails. Now that wasn't something that I'd ever really used before. My concept of press-on nails was very kind of matronly. Not really my style. For kind of like an older woman working in an office.
I'd always thought of them as like Halloween accessory only.
Huh, interesting. But the ones that I was being shown were really nice. They had a nice variety of shapes, a nice variety of colors, and eventually I settled on one brand. I ended up finding this company called Marmalade Nails, and they tended to specialize in like iridescent holographic style nails. So I was like, okay. So the first step was removal of my existing nails. And that was a little difficult. I won't go into extreme detail, but do know that it involved some hardware, and the end product ended up leaving my existing nails soft, brittle, and very, very thin. So I actually tried to wear my nails natural, without polish or anything on them for about a week or two, and they were just so soft, I literally could not scrub the shampoo out of my hair with them. It was not my so I needed something fast. So I ended up finding this company, and their turnaround time on purchase was very, very quick. I had the nails within probably a week. The Instagram ad took me directly to the company's website. Their nails were about $16 a box, and inside the box is about 24 nails of varying sizes, an orange wood stick to push down cuticles, a little tool to help remove existing press-on nails, and a thing of nail glue, and a nail file, or like emery board kind of thing, which was something that I needed to remove the remnants of the existing gel nail. Now, obviously, that's not how it's gonna work for most people. Most people don't have, extreme Jersey nails, but that's something that I'd kind of been known for. So I wanted to make sure for my self-esteem, but also my nail health, that I had something to protect them while they grew out. So I've had several packages of these guys' nails so far, and I ended up picking up 4 of them to show you guys how they look. This is an older box, the Glacier, but I'm actually wearing Glacier nails right now. They're stained, and they're old. I've had these for about 2 weeks, actually. The durability is great. So I got Glacier, I got Spellbound, which is like a bluish, like a blurple iridescent almost. I got Rose Gold, which is not iridescent, but it is like a metallic.
They're so pretty.
And I'm really excited to try these because my wedding ring is actually rose gold, so I think it'll match pretty nice. And lastly, I got Sorcery, which is like a black base with the same like blurple iridescent on it, and I'm really, really excited. They have a couple of different nail styles. I am very much a stiletto gal, but I do believe they had rounded, they had coffin shape, they had a couple of others to choose from in a bunch of different varieties. Obviously, the more ornate ones, the more elaborate ones will have a higher price point, but they do have the same level of durability. And just for example's sake, I'm going to open up these guys so you can see what the inside packaging looks like. So So what's inside? It says 24 nails, nail glue, removal tool, cuticle stick, and nail file, which I described before. But you open it up and there is, so the first thing you get the little like application and removal card in English and French, which makes me wonder if they're like Canadian. They're from New York. They're based out of New York. So inside you have the nail glue, a nail file, the orange wood stick. This is the removal tool, this like plastic piece right here, and more nails down at the bottom. Now, one of the things that I really liked about the different styles of nails that they had is they come in half sizes. So the first ones I tried were not the best. I got some like cheapy ones off of Amazon just as like an interim. The glue didn't work too good. They kept prying up. They were extremely thin and very sharp to the point where I actually had to file part of them so that I wouldn't injure myself when like scratching my face. These nails are a bit thicker. Not much. They're still, you know, lightweight. They're durable. They don't feel bad on my hands.
They're not flimsy.
They're not flimsy. And they're nice. Like I've used them, you know, at work. And I do, you know, I was doing concrete sampling while wearing these and had no issues. I will say that with the more elaborate iridescent ones, the pattern does wear off after a while, so I wouldn't recommend going more than 2 weeks. But you'll see these nails I've had on for about 2 weeks. Now, mind you, these I have worn to work. I've done sampling. I've dyed my hair, and they still look pretty dang good. So I'll show you. Is that working? You can kind of see on the middle finger where it's worn down a bit, but ultimately these have held up great. I didn't think I was going to be doing an Is It Worth It on these guys, but I think I am. And are they worth it? Yeah, definitely. So for comparison's sake, when I get my nails done by a professional technician, obviously this is paying for their handiwork, their time, their energy and effort. But typically I would be spending between $40 and $60 and anywhere between 1.5 to 3 hours to have them put on. It's a long process. It takes time. It can be a little painful too with the Dremel and the UV gel. It can be a bit taxing. So like I said, that costs between $40 and $60 for about a month of wear. These things last a little, I would say about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5. Cost a fraction of the price, and there's no pain. It's easy on, easy off. You can pry them up real easy. I mean, they pop off on their own, and I've had times with my other nails where they'll break, and they'll either like break close to the nail bed and it hurts, or they just kind of, I stick them back on with glue and you can see a big seam. These stay intact. I haven't had any issues with them breaking at points. They're long enough for my daily use. I do like my nails a bit on the long side. Overall, for my daily use, I give them 2 thumbs up. 2 very nicely manicured thumbs up. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that if they come off, it comes off whole and I can just glue it back down. It doesn't cause me any distress. It doesn't cause my nail any issues. And I've had time for my natural nail to grow back in, so they're growing in stronger. Go figure. But I think that's probably going to do it for this video. If you're interested in more beauty style stuff, I don't have a whole lot, but I'm trying to expand. If you've got anything you'd like to see me do, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can give it a shot. My social media links are in the description below. If you'd like to see more from this channel, hit the little subscribe button. I am getting extremely close to 1,000 subscribers, and when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something very silly, possibly very painful, but also very fun. So stay tuned. Click the little bell, because if you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Likes and comments let me know to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.